And welcome back to HirePresence. Pat Dewar, Judy Hoberman was my guest today of Selling in a Skirt. She sells in a skirt. She also has that website, sellingaskirt.com, and her business name is Selling in a Skirt. It's all about communications. How can you touch more people and essentially get the job that you want, get the interviews that you want, or make the sales that you need to make in your life? And I consider sales serving and persuading for everyone's benefit. So as we're talking about this, HirePresence is all about giving you tips, tools, and techniques to get your next job, to help you land your dream job. Judy's material can really change your life if you'll just begin to listen. And for the guys in the audience, I'm not making fun of us. I am just acknowledging that that's just the truth. So Judy,
I'll behave, I promise.
It's okay. I appreciated that last session where you kind of did the bless your heart, and I get it, guys. I get it. We are a little handicapped, but we can learn this because the better that we do. I mean, selling to the female audience, that's huge. It's a huge market, isn't it?
Absolutely. And right now, the statistics are that women are responsible for 85% of consumer purchases. More importantly, 50% of the workforce are female. And I'm talking about upper management female. So you have to be able to work with women, you have to be able to speak to them, you have to be able to answer their questions all the way around, whether it's in the interview or whether when you actually land the job.
That's exactly right. So let's talk to that. When you get the job, you say there are a couple of key differences that you need to take with you into that space. What are they?
Well, the first one is communication, which we already touched upon about asking questions and listening. But there's also body language. You have to be able to recognize the body language. For instance, when men talk to men, they talk shoulder to shoulder. They don't necessarily look at each other in the eye, and they don't necessarily nod their head or acknowledge the fact that they're listening to you. When women speak to women, they speak face to face, they shake their head, and they go, to show that they're in alignment. It doesn't mean they agree with you. So just know that as a man, if I'm working for a man and I'm shaking my head, it doesn't mean I agree with anything you're saying. I just want you to know that I'm listening. So that's a big that's a big deal, especially if you're selling.
I always thought you believed me.
I do, I really do. But even when you're selling, if the salesperson is male and he's showing you something and the woman's going like this, immediately he thinks, okay, I got it. Let me just write the application out. That's not what it means. It means that I actually understand you.
Right.
The second difference is going to be the ideal workplace. Now, men have a different idea about the ideal workplace. It's more utilitarian. It's all about the, who the clients are and what he can, how big he could get. What's his client base, and maybe already coming up with some kind of game plan on how to reorganize. That's what men, they don't really care about the office. Some men do, but they really don't. Women, right or wrong, they think that the world is a dangerous place. So if they see a bright, cheerful office, they feel more secure. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to have flowers on the desk or drapes on your windows. However, unidentified stains on your chair or dimly lit hallways to the restroom, not so much. But they want it to be a relationship. They want that relationship to be, their office should be complementary to their home. So it has to be someplace where they feel safe. The third difference is motivation. Now, if you are the hiring manager or you are, any kind of manager, you need to know what motivates your team. And many times, like I come from, insurance. That's my biggest background. And anybody that knows me knows that I've won trips to NASCAR and I've won, golf clubs, tackle box, fishing pole, coolers. I've been to the Masters. Because I'm very competitive. Nobody ever asked me what motivated me. Now, if they offered me something like a gift certificate to Neiman's or Nordstrom, I'm not sure if I would have been any more motivated. However, it would be nice if someone asked.
What's funny is that all of the prizes that you were talking
about,
like. Well, most men would. I have to admit, I'm a mental midget when it comes to sports. You know more about most sports than I do. But the thing that, and I've already seen that with some of the activities that you do. She's a real sports nut. But the thing is that for a lot of women, I don't know if they would have been so motivated by those trips, those prizes.
And that's what I'm saying. So if you're the manager, here's the secret to finding out what motivates your team. Ask them, because you'd be surprised what they'll come up with. Now, if you're just competitive, it's going to be fine. It doesn't matter what the prize is. But if it's something that would be more motivating to you, so much the better.
How can people connect to you?
Very easy. The name of my company is Selling in a Skirt. The name of my book is Selling in a Skirt. My email is judy@sellinginaskirt, and it's the easiest way. Just remember Selling in a Skirt.
What do they get when they connect with you? What can they expect to receive?
Me. They do. I'm very accessible and approachable, and I respond to every email and every request. I do autograph just about every single book that comes through. It's just me. I make everything easy. I break things down into itty-bitty pieces, and I just make it easy.
So you have a real organizational kind of efficiency skill with people.
I do.
And then so I encourage you that. Connect to Judy, Selling in a Skirt, her book, get it, connect with her, and I know that they'll get a lot of benefit just from the connection. Hopefully they hire you. She's a great speaker. Just put that in there. Excellent speaker. You need to have her on your team. This has been HirePresence. It's been a great show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Next week, we've got Laura Merlando coming on. You'll love her. She's the
Stress Commando.
Stress Commando. See you next week.